Okay, hold on just a second. It is not showing me. Okay, there we go. All right, so we will go ahead and start standing. So just wherever you are in your space, get in a good position where your feet are about hip width apart or whatever feels comfortable for you. Feeling really grounded, maybe taking a few little mini squats, bending your knees, just feeling grounded in that spot. And we'll take a big inhale, arms above your head. And exhale it all to the right. So taking a deep bend to the right side. And then big inhale all the way up, reaching up to the ceiling. And exhale to the left for a big bend to your left. Inhale again, reaching up to the ceiling. And exhale those arms down and just shake them out. Maybe shaking out those hips, those legs. Bring a big inhale, arms up, and exhale, hands in prayer position down to your heart. Pausing here for a moment, noticing how already you're feeling that energy turning on, that energy flowing through you. And we'll take another big inhale. Exhale, hands in prayer down to your heart, placing one hand on your heart, one hand on your belly. And resting here, we'll bring a physiological breath in. So taking a big inhale in as deep as you can. And then another inhale. And then exhale it all out. Big inhale in. One more inhale. And exhale it all out. Continuing this at your own pace, I'll continue to lead. Big inhale. One more inhale. Exhale. Big inhale. Another inhale. Exhale. Continuing that breath. Noticing what's shifting within your body. Even if it's just the breath, even if you're just thinking about that diaphragm expanding and releasing. And maybe you're also feeling any anxious energy or excited or nervous energy moving through you. Whatever it is, tapping into that and allowing it to release with each exhale, connecting it to your body. Beautiful. Coming back to your natural breath, still standing, one hand on heart, one hand on belly. We're going to think about all this energy that's floating all around you. So above you, all around you, letting it come down through your crown, through the top of your head, all the way down your spine, following your body, down to your tailbone, your hips, down your legs, into your feet, and grounding out into the floor and the earth underneath you. We'll keep with this flow a few times. So all the energy around you coming in through your head. You can use your hands to follow along if that helps you, coming all the way down your body, your spine, into your hips, your legs, your feet, and down into the earth. All the energy around you coming down through your head, your spine, your legs, and down into the earth. You can add in your breath if you'd like to. So inhaling all that energy, sending it through your body, and exhale it all the way out. We'll do two more like that, bringing it all together. So using your hands, your breath, inhaling all that energy through the top of your head, bringing it through your body, And exhaling out one more just like that. Inhale, gather. Let it flow through. And exhale down into the earth, grounding you in. Imagining almost these roots are coming down through your legs, your feet, and then grounding you into the earth. Just like trees and plants have those roots that are keeping them upright, keeping them in the soil. So imagining that for yourself, that you have all this stability in you now, that you've grounded that energy in. I had a client ask recently what grounding feels like. She said she wasn't able to tap into it. And grounding is all about, your root chakra is all about stability and security and safety. So thinking about anything that makes you feel that way, whether it's your partner, your family, your home, anything that makes you feel super secure and warm. For me, I often imagine and feel stepping outside on a sunny day, having that sun warmth wash over me, feeling it on my skin, feeling a cool breeze come by, and just having that moment of taking a deep breath and having so much overwhelming gratitude for the simple things. And just being able to feel that to me is very grounding. That to me provides safety and security. So tapping into anything that gives you that same feeling is what we're going for here when we're grounding that energy. And now we're going to bring it all back up. So we're going to take all that energy that you've gathered from your roots, from the soil all around you, and we're going to bring it up through your legs, up through your spine, and letting it all out, releasing it to the universe. So we'll go through that again, all the energy in the ground, through your roots, bringing it up your spine, up your body, and releasing it through that top of your head into the universe. You can use your hands again, so almost like gathering or scooping from the earth, bringing it up through your spine and releasing, giving it happily to the universe. Bringing in that breath, inhale, gather, flowing it up, and exhale, releasing it to the universe. Doing that 2 more times, gather, flow, release, gather, flow, release. You can come back to one hand on heart, one hand on belly, just noticing how that feeling may have shifted for you. Maybe you're feeling a little more energized, ready to start the day or continue the day. This is often that feeling when we're feeling inspired, motivated. So just tapping into that feeling. We want ideally for our energy, and this is what Reiki can really help with, for our energy to easily flow down and easily flow up and continuously having both directions going. When we're gathering from the universe, that's gathering, tapping into your intuition, listening to those downloaded messages, taking in information from your friends, your family, co-workers, any podcasts or books you're listening to, taking all that information in, integrating it into your soul and your body and your mind, and then grounding it in and letting it settle and be in a peaceful, stable place. And then when we're uploading, we're going the other way. We're taking everything that we know, all our foundational things, all the things that we feel secure and confident in, and allowing it to move through us in a way that can then be shared to the universe, whether that's through friends and family or work, and sharing all your foundations with the universe. So you're uploading and downloading energy and information at all times through your body and through your spirit. So today we're specifically talking about how you can take heightened energy all around you, the energy that's happening astrologically, that's happening globally, and connect with it in your body and use it to move forward. So we're going to tap into some spinal flow first, some physical flow, and then we're going to go into meditation. So now we're going to meet on the ground in seated position. If you have a pillow or a bolster you like to sit on, now's a great time to grab that. You can also just sit on the ground like I am, cross-legged. So in this cross-legged position, you're just going to place your hands on your knees and we're going to take a gentle seated cat-cow. So bringing your head and your hips forward, allowing that head to hang, curving that back out to the back of the room. And then bringing that belly and chest forward and letting your head hang back. So we'll keep going on that flow at your own pace. Inhale, bringing that head to hang forward, rounding that back, maybe curving that tailbone. And exhale, bringing the belly and chest forward, opening up that neck, allowing your head to hang back. Continuing that flow and connecting to the breath. Inhale and exhale. As you continue this flow, I want you to think about that energy we just brought through. So you can download it in through your crown when your head is hanging forward all the way out to your root. And then coming up your root in your body as your head moves back and belly comes forward. Again, you can use your hands if that helps you feel the energy moving through more. And essentially, you just want to be connecting. Inhale, energy coming in. Exhale, energy going back out. Inhale, download. Exhale, upload. Inhale, hang heads forward. Exhale, head hangs back. So connecting all of that. And the next time you come to an exhale, coming to that neutral seated position, wiggling those shoulders, those hips, just letting it all release. And bringing your hands to the back of your head, we'll just take a quick twist here. So all the way to the right, coming back through neutral and all the way to the left. We'll do that one more time, all the way to the right, back to neutral and all the way to the left. Coming back to that neutral seated position. And we'll take some spirals here. So letting your chest lead you, coming forward, to the left, to the back, and to the right. This can be really small, barely noticeable movement, or it can be really large. You want to tap into, you're feeling that energy flowing through, and you want to tap into what your body needs here. So if you're feeling big shifts, maybe you need big movements. Connecting to that breath as you move. Allowing your body to lead. As we go through this movement, you almost want to think about it as if you're like in the ocean and the waves just moving you. And you're just allowing it. You're just not fighting it. The next time you come forward, taking it the other way around, so letting that chest lead you to the right side. Few more. And then pausing in that neutral position, bringing your left arm up, big inhale, and exhale it over to the right for a big stretch. You can stay here or send your chest to face the ground and walk your hands out for a stretch. Taking a big breath here, exhale, sink a little deeper. And then walking those hands back up, meeting in neutral. Inhale, right arm up in the air, and exhale it all the way over to the left for a big side bend. Turning that chest over to the ground and walking those hands out for a deeper stretch. Taking a big breath and exhale deeper. Slowly walking those hands up, and we'll meet in tabletop. So on your hands and knees. From here, we're going to take a regular cat-cow. So letting your head and hips hang low. Just pausing here and noticing what it feels like to have your spine in this position, head and hips hanging low, belly button up to the ceiling. And then exhale, moving your head and hips up to the sky and just naturally allowing that belly to hang. So through this movement, you're thinking about your head and your hips moving first, and then allowing your spine to follow. So head and hips hang low, belly buttons up to the sky, and then exhale, head and hips come all the way up and belly hangs low. A few at your own pace. Inhale, head and hips hang. Exhale, head and hips come up. Once again, thinking about that energy flowing through, noticing when it wants to download, when it wants to upload. Or maybe it's going just in one direction. There's nothing wrong with that. You might just be in that season of taking things in or putting things out. Maybe you're feeling really creative right now and sending a lot out into the world. Maybe you're feeling very receptive and receiving right now. The next time your head and hips are hanging low, pause there and bring your body just a little bit forward, more weight into those hands. And then we're going to bring that weight back into a child's pose. Take a breath in that child's pose and then bring it up to that tabletop, and again, rocking forward and then back into that child's pose. Up into the tabletop, rock it forward and down into that child's pose. Bringing that curvature into that spine, bringing the breath in. So inhale, rocking forward, curving that spine. Exhale, down to child's pose. Inhale, rock it forward in that tabletop, and this time exhale back into a downward dog. It doesn't have to be beautiful. You're just moving your body, moving that energy through. In this downward dog, you're going to flow down into child's pose. From child's pose, you let that head lead, curving that spine into a rocking forward tabletop, and then back into that downward dog. From downward dog, you bring your knees down, curving that spine and down into child's pose. So it's basically child's pose, tabletop, downward dog, and then child's pose, tabletop, downward dog. That's the flow. So connecting your breath to that, noticing where your mind goes, noticing where the energy is concentrating. And the next time you're in child's pose, pause there. Take a big breath, just pausing in that restorative position. Big inhale, big exhale. You can stay in child's pose. You can get into any restorative pose that feels good to you, or you can come up seated if you have a pen and journal and would like to write during this next part. We've done all of our physical movement, tapped into that energy, allowed it to flow, and now we want to organize it in our minds so that we can carry it into our day. So you can use this any time of the year. Again, we're talking specifically about the astrological shifts that are happening right now. But at any time during the year, whenever you feel big, anxious energy or nervous energy or momentum, excitement, any of those things, when you feel like there's a lot of energy coming through, you want to harness that and organize it so that you can feel empowered and confident through it instead of feeling like, oh, I'm really energized, and then it falls. And so that's something that I want you to write down: momentum and confidence versus courage. So for a lot of us, we will get into, again, moments where we're feeling really excited, or feeling a lot of momentum, feeling motivated and inspired. And the word momentum, it actually means something moving and then pausing. So think of it like a ball rolling down a hill. At some point, it has to stop. So when we're building momentum, we're building a lot of energy, we're feeling really activated, and then at some point it stops. So we don't want to be telling our heads like, oh, we have a lot of momentum, and then letting it all fall. We want to actually be walking into that confidence, harnessing the energy, almost putting it like something in your tool belt or something you can throw into your bag, a resource, a tool that you can use as you continue your day, as you continue your life, and something that you can pull out at any time versus something that was used up, a ball that rolled down the hill and then stopped. And the difference between the momentum versus energy that you can use as a tool is really the difference between confidence and courage. So confidence is something that we can lean on when we've done something before and we know it's a strength and we know how it'll play out. Then of course we're going to feel confident in it because there's a lot of security in that. So think about something maybe like riding a bike or going for a run. If you've done that before, then you know that you can do that. So you feel confident in it versus maybe something like running a full marathon or going skydiving, something that you haven't done before, then that feels more fearful because you don't have experience in it. You don't know what the outcome is going to be. And so to do something like that, you have to move with courage and have faith and trust in the outcome versus confidence. And so when we're moving towards our goals and feeling inspired and motivated, we want to harness that energy and tie it in with courage so that we can walk forward with courage into these new things we're trying or the shifts that we're making. And that way we can make it more sustainable versus trying to rely on that quick momentum and confidence in things you've done before when you're trying to do something new. So using this practice, we can take all that energy that we're feeling. Again, anytime you're feeling anxious or inspired energy, you want to take it and move it through your body. Instead of like quickly going and cleaning out your closet, you want to first feel embodied in that. You want to move it through your body, move it through your breath, move the energy through. It's very simple, just like we practiced today, just hands top to bottom, hands bottom to top, moving that energy through and feeling really grounded and aligned in the why of your wanting to make that shift and the courage behind it. Even cleaning out your closet, it sounds so small and all of us have done it at some point, but it's really making a big shift in your life because you're releasing things that you once wanted, that you once have in your closet for some reason, whether it was gifted or you felt inspired by at the time. Maybe you used to love that outfit and now it's just not working for you anymore, or you've gotten bored of it. Either way, this is a example of a shift you're making from something that you once loved or desired to something that you're now releasing. And so that is very big for your brain to wrap around. And that's why a lot of us hold on to things, not because we want to be messy or be hoarders or anything like that. It's because we have so much desire and love in these things, and change is hard. Change is scary for our brains. It's really a nervous feeling. So even though you're like, I want my closet to be clean, you also maybe subconsciously thinking, I don't want to get rid of parts of me that I once loved. So by embodying that energy, by moving through it and allowing yourself to breathe through it and feel in it and ground and be able to say, I love myself. I loved the past me. I love the current me. I'll love the future me. And it is okay to shift these physical, tangible things. It's okay to shift the internal, because at the end of the day, the core is always going to be the same. And I get to decide all of it. So you can edit, you can add, edit, and delete anything you want. There are very few things in this world that are once in a lifetime. Like your family members, those are unrepeatable. But if you get rid of a shirt you used to like, and now you're bored of, and then later you want it again, you can just get another shirt that's very similar. And there are so many examples like that in our work life, like projects that you may want to put on the back burner for now because you're not feeling it anymore. But maybe in a year you learn something new and you want to bring that project back in again. So you can always add, edit, delete, and you need to remind your brain and remind your body and your nervous system that no matter what decision you make, you're always safe. And as long as you're coming from that embodied place, and as long as you feel the why and you feel the courage to step into that decision, to step into that goal, to make that shift, that you are going to be okay. You are going to be safe. Whew. And all of that can bring a lot of energy too. So I'll give you just a few moments to wrap up. If you were writing anything, you can always pause the video to write as well. And then we're going to finish up with just a little meditation. You can place your hands on your heart, on your belly, get into any position that feels comfortable. I invite you to have a soft gaze or close your eyes. Take a big inhale in and exhale. Let's do one more like that. Pausing here, noticing that energy settling in. Right now, your body is integrating all of it. And we're going to do 2 breaths where the exhale is going to be a sigh. So big inhale in. One more big inhale. Shaking your hands out, letting it all release. Allowing this to be a symbol of you releasing anything that no longer aligns, anything that's holding you back, anything that's making you feel pressured or stressed, anything that you can hand off to someone else or shift to make it better or easier in your life. Just shaking all of that out, maybe another sigh of release. And then bringing those hands back to your heart and belly. Inhale, exhale. And inhale in all that courage, all that desire, all that passion, all that creativity, all the inspiration, your intuition, your downloads that you're having. Thinking about where you want to be in 1 month, 6 months, a year, 5 years. What do you need to do to make that shift happen? Where can you invite courage into your life? Where can you harness that energy to be stable, courageousness, and show up where you need to and how you need to? Speak up where you need to and how you need to. Make the decision right now to step into that version of yourself that's courageous, brave, loves their present self, their past, and their future self, and is not only willing, but determined to make those shifts and decisions. Thank you all for being here. I really appreciate it. And as always, feel free to reach out.